As we draw to the end of the political year, we find the polling news remains uncomfortable for the coalition. With its primary vote on 39, which is down over 6 since the election, the ALP is on 38, which is up over 4, the Greens are on 11, which is up over 2, and Palmer United vote has effectively halved. And that translates to a two-party preferred vote of 53 to 47 in favour of the ALP. And the two-party preferred graph shows that the coalition first fell behind the ALP by 4 points in December last year, when it equivocated on its Gonski commitment. That gap widened to 8 points with the release of the budget, then returning to a 4-point deficit as the political focus turned to national security issues, before widening again to 6 points in the last month. Now, with respect to the Better Prime Minister figures. Bill Shorten leads Tony Abbott by 39 points to 37. And the Better Prime Minister graph shows a similar pattern to the voting intentions, with Tony Abbott falling behind Bill Shorten with the release of the budget, then regaining a lead as the focus turned to national security issues, before falling behind again in the last month. While these figures indicate a lukewarm performance from the government, once again it's the comparison to the performance of the last two changes of government, the Howard government in 1996 and the Rudd government in 2007, that shows that it's actually been in a fair bit of hot water. In 1996, the Howard government achieved a vote of 53.6%. It then polled up around 60% before consistently polling above its election result. In 2007, the Rudd government achieved a vote of 52.7% and then also polled up around 60% before it too consistently polled above its election result. Whereas the Abbott government, while achieving a vote of 53.5%, soon found that after the election its support fell away and has not polled above 50% for over 12 months, let alone its election result. In other words, for the first 15 months, the Howard government averaged a vote of 55.5%, 2% higher than at the election. The Rudd government averaged a vote of 57%, over 4% higher than at the election, whereas the Abbott government has averaged a vote of 48.5%, 5% lower than at the election. It's a similar result when we look at the Better Prime Minister figures. On average, over the first 15 months, John Howard led Kim Beazley by 52 points to 23, a lead of 29. Kevin Rudd first led Brendan Nelson by 68 to 12, a lead of 56, and then Malcolm Turnbull by 61 to 22, a lead of 39. Whereas Tony Abbott has led Bill Shorten by 40 points to 35, a lead of 5. Stark as these comparisons are, it is important to remember that polls are not predictive, they are reflective, which is just as well for the government, because ever since the last election, the polls have not reflected well on it or the Prime Minister, something that the government might well want to reflect upon over summer.